everyone, it's David here. Today I want to talk about the journey of being a heroin addict that was homeless and basically crippled on the street to working back to good health and what that looks like. I know a lot of people, they may be beginning their journey of recovery and it feels like it's a little more difficult to get moving back in the right track when it comes to things like health. And there's a challenge to it because you do a lot of damage to your body when you're out there using drugs. Doesn't matter if it's heroin, if it's alcohol, if you do anything in excess, it does make it more difficult to come back from. With that being said, part of the journey that I had to go through was I had to really, first of all, I had to stay clean and sober, otherwise it was never really going to work. I had to consistently every day kind of push myself, and I didn't feel like I had the motivation because when you stop using substances, you don't really produce a whole lot of dopamine, so you don't feel very well. At first, the first thing I started doing was I started eating a lot, started gaining a bunch of weight, started gaining a bunch of unhealthy weight. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, you're so healthy, you look so healthy," but the thing is that I was picking up way too much fat way too quick because my next addiction ended up becoming food. And I had to kind of battle that a little bit. And one of the things I could say is start out with the exercise, start getting the motivation to want to be healthy, and then start working on the food. Don't try working on the food before you get the motivation because it isn't going to work and you're not going to keep doing something that you don't want to do. And, just keep on pushing forward. The journey's hard. There's a lot of things that you will find to be a struggle in the process, but if you keep on pushing forward, you'll find a point where you want to continue doing what you're doing. You'll find the motivation. You'll start feeling better. You start feeling more healthy. The journey takes a long time. And this is coming from somebody that used to live in a tent in the woods, and I had an infection. If you see right here the scar, my neck had to be cut open, all my bones collapsed and all that stuff, so I could tell you that it's possible to come back from anything. But the number one thing, don't follow anybody else's fitness routine. Figure out what you like to do because you're only going to do what you want to do. Don't be like, oh, this person said I should do 3 sets of this and 3 sets of that and 3 sets of 10 and 3 sets of 12 if you're somebody that prefers to run. Do what you like to do, and that's what you're going to keep on doing. And when you keep on doing that, you'll get the results that you get from it. Don't set your goals on anybody else's standards, but set your goals on what you're trying to accomplish, what you want to get out of it. And when you do that, that's where you'll see the health journey, where you start feeling better. I'll have more videos on it later on how that progression actually looked like for me. Thank you, everybody.